gujaratymidday.com માં આજે આપણે વાત કરીએ છીએ મરાઠી ફિલ્મ ચંદ્રમુખીના લીડ એક્ટર સાથે. આપણી સાથે આજે છે અમૃતા ખાનવિલકર અને આદિનાથ કોઠારે.
કેમ છો?
મજામાં. તમે કેમ છો?
સરસ.
सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं पूछना चाहूँगी कि ये फिल्म आपके लिए क्या है? व्हाट डज दिस मीन टू यू?
देखिए, मेरी ज़िंदगी का सबसे पहला टाइटल रोल है तो अमृता खानविलकर इन एंड एज चंद्रमुखी है. चंद्रमुखी मुझे लगता है ये जो नाम है या फिर ये जो शब्द है ये बहुत यूनिवर्सल हो चुका है. कई सारी फिल्मों में हमने ये जो नाम है ये कई बखूबी एक्टर्स पे, बखूबी एक्ट्रेसेस पे देखा हुआ है. एंड आई थिंक फॉर मी Chandramukhi is 2.5 years of patience, of extreme hard work and dedication and determination, and in the most trying times, that is the pandemic times. तो मेरे लिए ये जो मुझी से शुरुआत हुई थी इस फिल्म की से आज जब वो 29 अप्रैल को लोगों के सामने आने वाली है फिल्म, I think it's been a journey of sheer hard work. That's it.
I think Chandramukhi to me is answer to a lot of my prayers. Yeah, I think every actor in his career he waits for that one meaty character. You know, that one spot in the limelight. You know, where he could get to show his shades of acting and of his performance, and very rarely such opportunities walk into a life for an actor. I mean, you may do hundreds of films, but there will be always these 3-4 characters that will be always close to you. And I think my character in Chandramukhi of Daulat Deshmane, I think this character will stay with me for life, I think. Yeah.
It's lovely. और हम कैरेक्टर की बात कर रहे हैं तो जब भी कोई एक्टर कोई भी कैरेक्टर परफॉर्म करता है, कोई भी किरदार को पर्दे पे लाता है तो वो एक बहुत लंबा प्रोसेस होता है. हम सब जानते हैं, वर्कशॉप से शुरू होता है और देन यू नो सो आप दोनों के जो कैरेक्टर्स हैं वो कैरेक्टर्स ने आप में क्या ऐड किया या क्या बदला इस कैरेक्टर को प्ले करने के
मुझे लगता है
वजह से?
फॉर मी ट्रांसफॉर्मिंग इनटू चंद्रमुखी वाज एक्सट्रीमली लाइफ ऑल्टरिंग, यू नो, बिकॉज ऐसी कई सारी चीज़ें अमृता खानविलकर करती थी जो मुझे छोड़नी पड़ी, जैसे कि ज़ोर ज़ोर से हंसना, जैसे कि यू नो ज़ोर से बात करना, अपनी एनर्जी को मतलब कंटेन करना, ठहराव लेकर आना. मेरी निजी ज़िंदगी में जो है वो काफ़ी ठहराव है. मैं पर्सनली बहुत ज़्यादा वो कहता है ना, बहुत सोचती हूँ. मैं घर पे जैसी होती बहुत शांत होती हूँ, लेकिन व्हेन आई एम इन द इंडस्ट्री, इन फ्रंट ऑफ माई पीपल, इन फ्रंट ऑफ माई ऑडियंसेस, आई हैव दिस एक्सूबरेंट एनर्जी जो which you can see when I'm dancing, which you can see when I'm also meeting people and stuff like that. But वो जो बहुत ही निजी अमृता है वो उसको मुझे चंद्रमुखी में लाना था. और चंद्रमुखी ने जो मुझे दिया है एज अ कैरेक्टर, मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि मैं उन सारी चीज़ों को अपने करियर में काफ़ी हद तक आगे लेकर जाऊंगी. बिकॉज़ फिर वो सोचना हो किसी कैरेक्टर के बारे में, अपने आप को ढालना हो उस कैरेक्टर में, उसका लहजा पकड़ना हो, या फिर हर एक शब्द किस तरीके से आपको बोलना चाहिए, वो छोटी छोटी चीज़ें जो है जो मुझे प्रसाद ओक से एज ए डायरेक्टर, एज एन एक्टर मिली है, मैं उन सारी चीज़ों को जो है वो हमेशा दिल के पास रखूँगी और उन्हें काफ़ी सारी चीज़ों में यूज़ भी करूँगी.
सो आपका जो कैरेक्टर है उस कैरेक्टर ने आप में एज अ पर्सन क्या ऐड किया, क्या बदला?
I think every character we perform as an artist, as an actor, I think it gives you something, and I think it takes also away something. I think because I think Nana Patekar had said this in one of his interviews, and that's something that I really related to. That you know, every character in an actor's life, you can honestly perform it only once. And when you do that once performance, you know, once when you perform, you give everything you have into that character. And I think everyone in our film, not just the actors, even the technicians have done that with this film. When it comes to the music, Ajay Atul, they have like the songs, you can be listening to the songs, the music. They have really just given their part of their soul to it, and we do that with every character. So I think Amruta has done that with Chandra. I have tried to do it with Daulat, and to be honest, I can give you a very poetic or a theoretical answer, but to be honest, what it has taken away from me, like what I've given it, I don't know yet. I mean, probably time will tell. But what it has given me, I know right now. It has given me, I think there's a lot of similarities. I think, you know, when we approach a character as an actor, we try to see what similarities we have with that character. We try to relate to that character in whatever way we can. So I think those similar qualities were passion, which Daulat Deshmani is a very passionate man, and he's very determined. He's passionate about his work. He's a budding politician who is going to be the next cabinet minister, and he's at the peak of his career now. And he also, he loves art, and he does everything with the same passion, maybe his work, his love for art, everything. And with that passion, he accidentally meets an artist who is equally passionate as him and equally determined as him, and beautiful. And he falls in love with her. And I think that's why he falls in love with her. I think he finds himself, he sees himself in her in many ways, in a poetic way. And I think that's what he just gets swept off his feet when he sees her perform for the first time. So I think that passion, that determination, like whenever I do something, maybe as a producer, as a director, as a writer, whatever I do, I try to give whatever I have into that, and then I don't look left, right or center. I'm very bad at multitasking actually because of that, because then if I want to focus on something, I just focus on that. That's why I don't play games on my phone, you know, because then then I tend to do that, yeah. So that's my problem. So I'm like, I have this, I'm thinking about, maybe some people tell me you're a Taurian, you have these, you know, like all Taurians have this problem. वो एक झापड़ लगा के एक ही डायरेक्शन में जाते हैं, हाँ, blinders.
That also helps.
That works.
That helps, yeah. It has its pros and cons, but so I think that I could relate with Daulat Deshmani, and I think that quality enhanced in me, I think, by performing this character. So that's something I have taken away from Daulat. That honesty, that genuineness, that purity. It's a love story, but you know what is the most, I'm slightly deviating right now from the answer, but it is a love story, but the director had told us, and even when we read the script, we all realized it's a very tricky love story, because you know, there is a fine line which we had to maintain while performing this or maybe making this film, and that fine line is the line of purity, that we had to maintain that purity of love, of passion, of everything. And thoda bhi 19-20 ho jata tha, then the characters go off track, and the audience will lose sympathy for the characters.
So I would say कि ये कहानी श्रृंगार रस की है, अभिसारिका नायिका की है, लेकिन उसका स्थायी भाव भक्ति है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. I think bhakti is भक्ति या अध्यात्म जिसको मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ. I think that comes across in songs, that comes across in the approach of the film, and that is why it is different. That is why the chemistry is working, because it is extremely pure. It is not corrupted with anything. It is not, I mean, a very small thing I will tell you off the record, that when Baiga this song came, जो बैठी लावणी है, उसमें किसी ने कमेंट लिखा है कि पहली बार हम लोग ऐसे देख रहे कि कोई जनाब जो है वो लावणी देख रहे हैं और उनके आसपास जो है ना कोई ड्रिंक का ग्लास है, ना हाथ में गजरा है, ना कुछ, और सिर्फ प्योरली वो द लव ऑफ आर्ट के लिए वहाँ पे बैठे हैं उस लड़की को सुनने के लिए. एंड आई थिंक दैट इज वेरी वेरी ब्यूटीफुल.
And it's after a very long time that such a pure and a innocent love story is being portrayed. I'm deliberately using the words innocent and pure because in spite of it being a very dramatic film, and
the thread is pure.
The thread is very pure, and I think that's very rare in today's time to find that purity. It's a film based in the 80s, and that period and that essence.
और वो 80s के जो you know जो I think the men and the women they were very graceful. मतलब अगर कोई चीज़ गलत या सही भी करनी हो तो भी बहुत ग्रेस के साथ करते थे. So we need to, and today's world if you see grace is missing in every aspect, the way you talk to people, the way people talk to you, the way they approach you and everything. So we needed to, वो कहता है ना वो बंद चीज़ों में एक ग्रेस होता है, तो आई थिंक दैट वाज द थिंग.
मे बी लज्जा इज नॉट द राइट वर्ड, बट एक पर्दा जिसके आर पार आप सब कुछ देख सकते हो, फिर भी यू आर नॉट देयर.
Exactly. Very nicely put.
ब्यूटीफुल. सो आई एम श्योर आपको ये सवाल बहुत पूछा जाता होगा कि यू नो विमेन लीड रोल, जेंडर, ये वो, बट मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ कि एज अ मेल एक्टर आपको कैसा लगता है? लाइक इट्स चंद्रमुखी ऑन द पोस्टर्स, बिकॉज ऑफ कोर्स हम कई बार सुनते हैं यू नो एक्टर्स के बीच में ईगो क्लैशेस और ये वो, बट आई मीन आई हैव बीन लिसनिंग टू यू एंड आई कैन सेंस दैट यू नो इट्स डिफरेंट विथ यू. व्हाई? मैं इनको नहीं पूछूंगी जेंडर से जो रिलेटेड सवाल हमेशा हीरोइंस को पूछा जाता है. आई वांट टू नो इट फ्रॉम यू.
I think we are a smarter generation. You know what? Yeah, I think we are not. Yeah, though the film is based in the 80s, we are today we are, you know, we are far ahead of that times, and I think it's more important to be a part of a good story. At the end of the day, I think it's a content-driven world right now. It's not a star-driven world, and stars can come from any nook and corner of the world. I think a good story creates a star. I think a star doesn't create a good story, and that's always been the case. But now it has become more enhanced because of our exposure to global content, and that content can come from anywhere. It can come from a small village like in the corner of Maharashtra also, and that one actor can become a star overnight. Because I mean, look at Pratik Gandhi in Scam, and now there are many such examples on the OTT platform. The OTT platform has changed the face of entertainment, and I think so. Basically, it's an evolutionary process.
I think he's just being too modest here. I would like to give that, you know, an addition to this answer. It's because as Adinath comes from you know, a film background, and from his father is a legendary filmmaker. He's seen films in and out, you know, throughout his life, and I think the sensibility of a good content, of a great content, and then how to put forth that content in front of the public, then success and failure, he's seen it all. And I think he, being an actor director himself, he has this beautiful sense of putting content first than himself, and that is something that kind of helped me as a co-star, because he was not stubborn, he did not carry any baggage, and he came with an open heart and an open mind, and that for a male part it is very, very rare to see that, and he is here to learn, and he if he doesn't know something, he will ask. And I think that humility, I think that is something that kind of sets him apart from all the counterparts I've worked till today, male counterparts that I've worked with.
I'm done. I don't think I'm going to sleep tonight.
A Taurian who is not stubborn.
I'm telling you, he is not, and because I think again, why I would want to put this here is when you Taurian or non-Taurian, you put things in a way which are explained with love, they are received very well, I feel. True. And yeah,
I think that's the quality that we both share, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
this is a mutual admiration. Started.
If we have started that, I would like to know.
I think as Amruta, she's a very good observer, and she's very kind. But yeah, I think it's upbringing also, because I think my father is my biggest inspiration, and he, even at this age, considers himself a student of cinema, and he is constantly in that process of learning, unlearning, learning new technologies. If some new technology comes up on the phone, he's like so excited, like a kid is excited, and like, you know what, we can do this. Adinath, you know what, you don't know how to do this, see, this is how it's done, and he's teaching me stuff and all. So I think that curiosity I think that curiosity is something that an artist needs to nurture all
that
his
hunger.
life. Yeah, that hunger.
absolutely.
That hunger is very important for anyone, I think, not just an artist.
So we were talking about, you said that we are mutually admiring each other. I would like to know what are the things that you learned from him as a co-actor, and what did you learn from her?
Oh God, I
wow.
think what I learned from him was to be absolutely immersed and involved in a project but still be detached to it. I think that is really something. I used to struggle. I used to go home, I used to cry. I've given my parents and my husband a tough time when we were filming Chandramukhi or doing workshops. But so here comes the upbringing. So when you're emotionally, and also as a female, you're much more emotionally
course.
involved with your child.
Absolutely.
I feel so. Chandramukhi for me is my 2.5-year-old
Baby,
child. Yeah. So I used to get really worked up, and I used to be like, ये नहीं हुआ, वो नहीं हुआ, ऐसे नहीं हुआ, वैसे नहीं हुआ. But I used to see him, and he used to be like this blue-eyed boy on the set.
Blue-eyed boy.
He's everybody's favorite. He used to get all the
I was not your
accolades.
favorite?
Yeah, Baba. Everybody's favorite. I was also everybody, then that point of time. So I used to be like, oh my God, he's not. मतलब इतना भी हिल नहीं रहा है बंदा, और इसको सारा प्यार मिल रहा है, इसको सारा मतलब वो कहते हैं ना चाशनी में डुबो के सब लोग इससे बात कर रहे हैं. मैं नहीं
exaggerating right now.
I am not exaggerating. But yeah, that used to happen, and then I used to cry on set and everything. Everybody is doing Adinath, and nobody is even looking at me, and I have done this.
There was a cute moment on the set.
That was not cute.
No, wait, it was very cute. It was very
second.
cute because you know what her greatest quality is. So now it's okay.
Your
mutual
turn.
admiration. Yeah.
Your turn.
So I love one quality from her. I try to imbibe, I try to emulate, is her uninhibitedness. She is uninhibited when it comes to her emotions, to being whatever it is. There is no filter.
Yeah.
It's got its pros
Tell
and
that
cons.
to my friends and family.
I
It's got its pros and cons, but
I
it
understand
is
this.
so amazing. Like you know why we love to watch when you go to a jungle safari and we see a tigress walking. Why do we fall in love with that sight? Why does it mesmerize us rather than a zoo? Why does it mesmerize us? Because that tigress is uninhibited. She's walking like she doesn't care. And that sight is so mesmerizing. I think that's what makes an actor, some actors become stars, is because I think the more you lose your inhibitions, the more you come into your own, and the more you bear your naked self. And when you bear your naked self in front of the camera is when you show your uniqueness, and that's what audience love to see. I think she's got that.
Chandramukhi, Suryamukhi.
Yeah, I think Chandra is all set to sizzle the world.
Yeah, but that is me. That is Amruta basically. I don't. Yeah.
That uninhibitedness is something that I love about her, and I think I try to bring that. I try to emulate that in different ways.
So this story has art, this story has love, this story has politics.
Yes.
कौन सा रस है 9 रस में से जो परफॉर्म करने में आपके लिए शायद बहुत आसान था? कौन सा रस है जो परफॉर्म करना शायद बहुत मुश्किल था, बिकॉज करुण रस भी है, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग. तो मैं आप दोनों से ये पूछूंगी कि
देखिए, मेरे लिए इसकी जो जर्नी है चंद्रमुखी की, ये करुण रस से तो भरी है
जी.
और बहुत ग्रेसफुली भरी है, मैं ऐसा कहूँगी. तो बहुत अलग अलग शेड्स थे करुण रस के ही जो हमें डिपिक्ट करने थे, बट वो एट द सेम टाइम मोनोटोनस ना लगे, इसकी भी हमें थोड़ी बहुत वी हैड टू टेक केयर ऑफ दैट. सो करुण रस को आप कितनी जगह, अच्छा जैसे मैंने कहा कि 80s का जो एरा था, तब की औरतें जो थी वो बहुत ज़्यादा ग्रेसफुल थी, वो बहुत ज़्यादा सहनशील थी, और वो कहते हैं ना जिसको कि कितना भी दुख क्यों ना दिखाए ज़िंदगी, फिर भी एक मुस्कुराहट से वो दिन निकालती थी. तो वैसा कुछ चंद्रमुखी के साथ भी है, और मुझे लगता है कि करुण रस के ही बहुत सारे फैसेट्स हमको जो है वो एक्सप्लोर करने पड़े, मुझे और मेरे डायरेक्टर को, और वो मोनोटोनस ना लगे, इसके लिए वी हैड टू टेक केयर. एंड शुरू से उसकी जो जर्नी है वो पैथोस से भरी है, वो करुण रस से भरी है, एंड वी ट्राई टू डू एज मच एज वेरिएशंस एज वी कैन.
I think me as a person, I'm a very I'm a very attached person. Like I come from a joint family, and I come from I'm the only child, and like there's a lot of I love that warmth, that protection, that attachment. I can't let go of people very easily. My friends or family, whoever it is, I hold on to my close ones. Even if a friendship is getting sour, I will not realize it until it. That's a quality I have. That's a problem I have. So the biggest that's the emotion that I had to confront in this film was the emotion of separation, letting go and separation and viraha. Oof, it's extremely troublesome. It's something that is not a part of my system, and it upsets me. It doesn't let me, any kind of separation, any kind of loss, it kind of, disturbs me internally at the core. So I think that is something very, that was very challenging.
एक सवाल मेरा ये है कि अब भाषा और सिनेमा, ये जो बाउंड्रीज है ना, वो जैसे लग रहा है जैसे दूर हो रही है. एंड मराठी सिनेमा हैज़ डन सम वंडरफुल वर्क. आई वुड नॉट से दैट आई हैव सीन अ लॉट, बट जितना भी मैंने देखा है, तो आपको और हम अगर OTT की बात करें, हम थोड़ी देर पहले डिस्कस कर रहे थे, लोग स्पेनिश शो भी देखते हैं और इटालियन शो भी देखते हैं. आपको लगता है कि ये बाउंड्रीज जो ब्लर हो रही हैं, जो इंडस्ट्री ज़्यादा पावरफुल होगी जिस भाषा की, बिकॉज हिंदी भी तो रीजनल ही है ना, वो तो अंग्रेज़ी तो है नहीं, तो हिंदी ले, हम साउथ इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस की बात करें, या मराठी या गुजराती, तो ये बाउंड्रीज ब्लर होना, हाउ डू यू सी एज अ प्रोफेशनल, हाउ डू यू सी इट?
मैंने आज तक टेलीविज़न हो, रियलिटी शो हो, OTT हो, या फिर हिंदी सिनेमा हो या फिर मराठी सिनेमा हो, हर जगह काम किया है. तो जब आर्टिस्ट और टेक्नीशियंस के लिए काम है और कोई लैंग्वेज नहीं है, तो मुझे लगता है ऑडियंसेस के लिए भी ये चीज़ होगी. इनफैक्ट आज ही मैंने जयेश भाई जोरदार का ट्रेलर देखा. इट्स व्हाट अ कॉन्सेप्ट. आई मीन रणवीर सिंह जो अभी हाल ही में कौन सी फिल्म आई थी 83 में उन्होंने कपिल देव का किरदार निभाया, और आज मैं उनको जयेश भाई जोरदार में देख रही हूँ. मतलब बंदे ने एक तो फिजिक तो बदली है, लेकिन भाषा भी बदली है. और आज ऐसी फिल्मों की, ऐसी कंटेंट की भूख है अपनी ऑडियंसेस को. तो जब उनको उन चीज़ों की भूख लगी है, तो उनके सामने वही खाना आप रख क्यों नहीं देते? क्यों हम घिसे पीटे चीज़ें उनके सामने रख देते हैं? तो ये जो हमारा प्रयास है बेसिकली चंद्रमुखी, it is cinema in Marathi language. I've kept saying this in a lot of interviews. It is cinema, but in Marathi language, and it is fine. It is fine.
Storytelling.
It is about this folk dancer who originates from Maharashtra, who dances on this sound from Maharashtra, and that's about it. That's our storyline. And she falls in love with this politician from Maharashtra. That's it. That's our line. और फिर आप उसको आप कोई भी देख सकते हो. इट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू डिस्कनेक्ट यू फ्रॉम, क्या कहते हैं, इट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू डिस्कनेक्ट यू फ्रॉम द वर्ल्ड. इट इज़ नॉट समथिंग कि हम लोग कुछ क्या कहते हैं उसको, कुछ अलग ही बेच रहे हैं. नहीं, ये आपके आसपास होने वाली चीज़ें हैं कि ऐसा होता है, ऐसे लोक कलावंत होते हैं, ऐसी लव स्टोरीज होती है. तो बस भाषा अलग है. That's about it. So I'm very very glad that you took this question, because yes, the lines are blurring, and it's great that they are blurring.
And a big politician falling in love with a folk artist, it's a very universal story.
And
yeah,
and that too such good looking politicians. But वो फिल्म में ही होता है.
It's very
वो फिल्मों में ही होता है. Let's get there.
It's very universal.
Absolutely. So what would you say, ये जो मैंने जो बात की, सिनेमा, भाषा, भेद रेखाएं नहीं रही हैं.
song John Lennon का Imagine, I think that song is coming true in
reality.
Slowly.
Slowly it's becoming the reality.
Like films, maybe films, maybe food. I was in UK shooting for 83, and I was traveling. Like maybe 100 years ago, we used to come, travelers used to come and they used to tell stories of the food over here is different, the food. Now you get everything everywhere. It's all blending, we are all mixing. The borders are disappearing suddenly.
लेकिन हम लोग पूछते हैं ना बच्चों से, आज क्या पिज्जा खाना है, पास्ता खाना है, क्या मंगाऊं, चाट मंगवाओ, ऐसे हो जाता है ना. फिर वो वैसा वाला हो गया.
So it's already happening with food. It's happening with music. Now it's happening with films, because we are watching films from across the world. Language, we don't even care. It's a great story. Let's see it. Hey, this is very good content. What language? Some Spanish. We're gonna see the subtitles anyways.
मैंने खुद ने कितनी साउथ फिल्में देखी है, मैंने खुद ने इतनी सारी नॉन महाराष्ट्र नॉन हिंदी फिल्में देख ली है पिछले 2 सालों में, तो मतलब इट्स जस्ट ट्रेनिंग योर माइंड, दैट्स अबाउट इट.
So I think it's a beautiful time for an artist to
एक्सप्लोर
and be
जितनी
there.
भाषाएं सीख लो,
Yeah.
उसमें आप काम कर सकते
अरे
हो.
बिल्कुल
Right.
You
बिल्कुल
don't need to learn languages now.
Yeah.
You can perform in your local language, maybe from a small village in some interiors of India somewhere.
Still you will get.
Yet your content can become global today, you know. That's the beauty of today's time. It doesn't matter what you speak. It's what matters what you're telling.
ट्रू.
What does dance mean to you?
It is the life that I breathe in and out. I think it's oxygen to me, absolutely.
Simple.
I think music.
Rhythm,
Yeah, I think I
basically.
would say music is again. Yeah, it is my. It's oxygen. I would call it a different way, but it has a calming
Yeah.
effect. We use music like therapy.
Like healing, I think
Yeah,
it's
it's healing. It's very
therapy,
healing.
yeah.
Yeah, it is healing. And I listen to all kinds of music. It doesn't matter. It depends on the mood. So I think
और म्यूजिक की बात हुई है, आई obviously I can say you have lovely voice and I heard you humming something.
Humming something right
अभी
now.
तो आप
अहे
फंसे।
भगवान, अभी मुझसे गवाही है मत, मैं आपको सच्ची बता
My
रही हूँ.
original plan was to ask you to do
sing.
dance,
God.
but I will not say
Yeah,
that
no, my
because
voice is right now just gone,
I
absolutely.
love her voice right now.
I'm telling you,
It's
I'm
very
with
hot.
him
It's
on
very
this.
hot.
Oh God. फिर ले आया दिल मजबूर, क्या कीजिए रास ना आया रहना दूर, क्या कीजिए दिल कह रहा. गया मेरा voice, that's it.
Wow.
That was beautiful.
Thank
I was
you.
just
Reach
died.
here.
I
Thanks.
just died right now.
What about you?
No, nothing. Thank you very much. I'm a
That
good.
was nothing. Thank you very
I'm a
much.
Kansen.
Kansen.
Can't say, अच्छा.
Okay. So before I let both of you go,
Yes.
आप दोनों ने बहुत इंटरव्यूज दिए हैं, बहुत सारे सवालों के जवाब दिए हैं. ऐसा कोई सवाल जो आप इनसे पूछना चाहते हो और ऐसा कोई सवाल जो आप इनसे पूछना चाहते हो?
तो चंद्रमुखी के बाद तुम क्या कर रहे हो आदिनाथ?
चंद्रमुखी के
ये जो
बाद
सुनामी आके चली जाएगी, इसके बाद आप क्या करोगे?
I want to bask in the glory of it for some time. I just want to like marinate in the after effect
अचानक
of
सब
that.
खत्म हो जाता है ना, अचानक सब शांत हो जाता है.
Yeah.
No, but I think Chandramukhi is going to stay with us
Yeah, it is.
for. I think it's not going to be after Chandramukhi. Chandramukhi is now
Yeah,
there in the system.
Yeah, it's there in the DNA now.
It's now part of the DNA. We're going to take it along with us wherever we go. But yeah, there are many such things that, you know, like as we spoke before, you know, some characters, some things stay with you. So it's like that. So Chandramukhi is going to stay with us. I hope they stays with the audience also.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure she will.
Yeah.
So tell me, what do you want to ask her?
I want to ask you. I think you know what has really mesmerized me about her performance in Chandramukhi is her eyes. The way she has. I think every actor. We just spoke about this, right? Every actor finds those. For every character, you find those eyes, and I think I want to ask her about those eyes. What are you going to do with those eyes after Chandramukhi?
What am I going to do with these eyes? I think
These Chandra's eyes that you have now. What are you going to do with them after Chandramukhi?
I think I will find another way to put them to use, and I will find another way to reach the audiences, because you know, once you find something, I think you just need to take it ahead with you. जब आप रियाज नहीं करते हो तो वो जो कला होती है उस पर थोड़ा सा जंग लग जाता है, तो वो वैसा नहीं होने देना है मुझे, और उस चीज़ को मुझे आगे लेकर जाना है.
Oh, beautiful. That was lovely. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Midday.com is very happy. हमने आज आपसे बात
जी.
की. You are very fortunate and all the best for
Thank
the
you
film.
so
We are
much.
absolutely
Thank you.
looking.